We're good. Lovely.
Yeah.
Great. We're actually going to start standing today. So standing at the top of your mats. Just allowing your arms to drop down on either sides of your body. And then slowly closing down the eyes. Doesn't matter if your feet are slightly parted or together. Just taking a moment here to notice your natural breath. Are you breathing more into your belly, your ribs, or maybe your chest? And if you can't feel that internally, maybe noticing how your nostrils are opening and closing as you breathe. Or that slight sensation on your upper lip as your breath travels in and out. As you inhale, you're finding length in the front part of your body. And as you exhale, releasing that energy all the way down to your heels. Inhaling deeply through your nose. And a big sigh out through your mouth. 2 more times, inhaling nose. Releasing, exhale. Last time, inhale to gather your thoughts. And exhale to relax. Then slowly closing your lips together and activating your Ujjayi breath. So breathing in and out through your nose and feeling that tightness at the back of your throat. As you inhale, your belly inflates. And as you exhale, belly deflating. Inhaling to expand the ribs. Exhale to collapse. And with every breath, making your inhalations longer and extending your exhalation. Making it deeper, longer, and louder with every cycle. And slowly trying to mimic the sound of the waves crashing in the ocean. And using this time to set an intention for today's practice. It could be for yourself, for someone else, or something else that needs more of your energy. With your next exhalation, allowing the chin to drop down to your chest and going ahead with your circles all the way around to the right side. Stretching every single part of your neck and just noticing if you're holding any tension. Allowing them to release with your breath. Mobilizing the joint. And with your next breath, going the opposite direction. This time noticing the weight of your head as you tip from one side to the next. Maybe see if you can trace your collarbones with your chin as you release the head down. And creating a semicircle in the ceiling as you release the head up. Head back to center. With your next inhale, bringing your shoulders up to your ears. And as you exhale, rolling them back and down. Inhaling to rise up. Exhale to release. One last inhalation. And as you exhale, opening the collarbones to the front by engaging your shoulder blades behind you. And allowing the shoulders to release down away from your ears. Taking 3 more deep Ujjayi breaths, finalizing your intentions for today. And with your next exhale, we're slowly going to drop the chin down, allowing the head to be heavy, rolling down through our spine, releasing each vertebrae one at a time. Allowing your arms, your fingers to be heavy. Bending the knees if you need to release down to your forward fold. With your next exhale, bending the knees, guiding your sitting bones all the way down on top of your heel. And as you inhale, lengthening the legs. Exhale to bend the knees, massaging your knees, stretching the calves. Inhale to lengthen. One last bend of the knees as you exhale. Inhaling to lengthen. And slowly rolling up through your spine. Stacking your bones on top. Chin to chest. Head to be the last thing that comes up. Bringing your shoulders up to your ears. And as you exhale, rolling them back and down. And flipping the palms to face to the front. With your next exhalation, slowly blinking the eyes to open, letting light in. With your next exhale, releasing the chin down again, rolling all the way down. We're going to release halfway, so hands on your knees. Your feet are hip width apart. We're going to do our cat and cow stretch halfway. So as you inhale, you're looking up, arching the spine. And as you exhale, curving your back, looking at your belly button. Inhaling to lengthen, collarbones opening to the front. Exhaling, shoulder blades wide towards the ceiling. Inhaling to your cow stretch. Exhaling to your cat. One last time, inhale. Exhaling, shoulder blades wide. One inhalation back to your neutral, finding your flat back. So your back's parallel to the floor. Your knees are still micro bending. Then we're going to release our arms by our ears, fingertips reaching to the front. Your belly away from your thighs, engaging the core. And with your next exhalation, releasing all the way down, forward fold. Then tucking the tailbone underneath you, rolling all the way up. Tucking your bones on top, pelvis underneath. Inhaling your shoulders up. As you exhale, rolling them back and down. Lovely. Let's start at the top of the mat. Feet together slightly apart if you need. With your next inhalation, reaching your arms all the way to the top. Maybe bringing the palms together in prayer. We're going to start slow for our first round. Breathing here for 3 deep breaths. Fingertips reaching high towards the ceiling and your heels are grounded down to the floor. Keeping your rib cage in your tailbone underneath you. One last inhalation. Keeping the spine lengthened with your next exhale, bending from your elbows. Keeping the spine long, releasing all the way down to your forward fold. Inhaling to your halfway, coming up to your fingertips or shins. And as you exhale, folding back down, allowing the head to be heavy. Staying here for 3 deep breaths. Option to bend the knees if you need, or using bricks or books underneath your hands if you've got them available. Taking 2 more deep breaths. Your pelvis on top of your ankles. If you've got your knees bent, allowing the belly to rest on your thighs. With your next inhale, stepping back to your plank position. So stepping the right, then your left. Your shoulders are on top of your wrists, engaging the core and glutes. With your next inhale, shifting your weight to your hands. Releasing the knees down if you need, elbows in. Chaturanga, exhale, chest releasing. Untucking the toes, inhaling to your baby cobra for your first round. Chest, chin high, elbows towards your wrists, shoulders away from your ears. So one more deep inhalation here. And as you exhale, tucking the toes underneath you, rolling through your knees, then shifting high to your downward facing dog. You've got 5 deep breaths here to mobilize and walk through. Bending one knee, then the other. Inhaling 2. Exhaling, tailbone to be the highest point of your triangle. Inhaling 3. Exhaling, feet are hip width apart. Inhaling 4. Exhaling, fingers wide and spread. Inhaling 5. And as you exhale, bending the knees, looking at the gaps of your hands, stepping in or jumping in. Halfway, fingertips, shins, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Taking another 3 deep breaths. Using your exhalations to create space, release tension. Inhaling to find length in your spine. Exhale, maybe guiding your chest closer to your legs, going deeper. One last inhalation. Exhale to fold. And inhale to reach all the way to the top, fingertips high. Exhaling to your forward fold. We're going to go a bit quicker this time round. Inhaling to your halfway. Exhale to step or jump to your chaturanga, elbows into lower. Inhaling to your cobra this time, shoulders away from your ears. And exhaling to your downward facing dog. Inhaling 1. Exhaling, ribs are closed. Inhaling 2. Exhaling, eyes of the elbows facing each other. Inhaling 3. Exhaling, bending the knees, looking at the gaps of your hands and stepping in or jumping in. Halfway, inhale. Folding, exhale. And reaching all the way to the top. Inhale, one last round. Exhaling to your forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling chaturanga. Inhaling to your up dog if it's available, thighs off the floor. Exhaling to your downward facing dog. You've now got 3 options with every flow. You've got your baby cobra, cobra up dog. Option to release the knees with every chaturanga. And you've got an option to rest in child's pose throughout your practice. With your next inhale, we're going to release the right leg off the floor. We're going to bend that knee and rotate clockwise for your hips. So knee to your chest and opening out to the right side and sending the knee back. If it's not available, releasing the left knee down to the floor, releasing more pressure. When you're ready, going the opposite direction. So going anti-clockwise for your right hip here. And with your next exhale, releasing that foot down, swapping out, left leg inhaling high, bending the knee, rotating anti-clockwise first. Opening out, engaging the left glute. Keeping the weight towards your right heel. Swapping to the other side. Pushing the palms away from the floor. And with your next exhale, releasing the left foot down. One inhalation to stay. Exhale to bend the knees, looking at the gaps of your hands. Stepping in or jumping in. Halfway inhale. Folding, exhale. One inhalation to stay. As you exhale, bending the knees, reaching high with your fingertips as you inhale, coming up to your chair pose.
Making sure you can see your toes from where you are. If not, shifting the weight to the back. Then shifting your gaze to the gap of your hands up high. Slight tuck in with your tailbone to support your lower back. Lovely. One more inhalation here. As you exhale, releasing all the way down. Forward fold. Halfway inhale. Stepping or jumping to your chaturanga exhale. Inhaling to your choice. Downward facing dog exhale. Right leg high to the ceiling, inhale. As you exhale, bending the knee towards your chest, then stepping that foot in between your hands. As you come up, bringing yourself up to your high lunge. Lovely. Squaring the hips to the front by pulling your right hip back, left hip forwards. Collarbones are square to the front and your right knee in line with your right ankle. Even, maybe here, maybe shifting your gaze up to the gaps of your hands. One more inhalation. Exhale. We're going to shift our weight to the back, using your front foot to shift yourself to the back side of the mat. So as you exhale, bending the right knee deeper. As you inhale, grounding the left heel, bringing your right knee towards your chest. Using the muscles of your left leg, finding length in your spine as you inhale. Tucking the tailbone underneath you, exhale. Lovely, one last inhalation. We're going to release into your warrior three as you exhale. Extending the right heel to the back. Shifting your weight forward, keeping your arms by your ears. One more inhale. Squaring that right hip down, exhale. Inhaling to find length. As you exhale, we're going to release the hands all the way down. A brief moment as if you're going into your standing split. And as you exhale, bending both knees, guiding the right knee back to your chest, then slowly rolling all the way up to standing. As you inhale, lovely. Coming up to your toes with your left as you inhale, stepping back out, shifting to your high lunge, exhale. Perfect, one inhalation. As you exhale, releasing the palms back down to the floor. Reaching your right fingertips to the top for your twisted lunge. So finding this T shape, left palm grounded, right fingertips to the top. Finding that diagonal line from the top of your head all the way down to your left heel. Lovely. With your next inhale, pulling from your right fingertips, bring yourself all the way back up to your high lunge. We're going to do the reverse. So pushing from your back foot, meeting your right foot to the front, back to your chair. Lovely. Shifting your weight to your left foot, we're going to go into our eagle. Right thigh on top of your left, but your left elbow on top of your right. Maybe finding the back of your hand, maybe finding your palms, maybe finding the side ankle or wrapping around your leg. Then slowly shifting your elbows to shoulder height here. Finding length in your spine as you inhale, sinking deeper as you exhale. One more inhalation. Exhaling. With your next inhale, unraveling the arms, the legs, stepping out into your warrior two as you exhale. Left knee to the front, your right foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Shoulders away from your ears, spreading your wings wide, fingertips reaching in opposite direction. Your gaze towards your left middle finger. With your next inhale, flinging the left hand up, and as you exhale, reversing your warrior. So your right hand, either on top of your right leg, or finding your left inner thigh by wrapping around. One more inhalation. Exhale to settle. Inhale to lengthen the left leg. As you exhale, straight away releasing to your triangle. Finding your T shape with your arms. Back of the left hand either against your shin, ankle, or grabbing that big toe. Imagining you're in a tight corridor here. So opening that right shoulder to stack on top of your left. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, releasing the right hand all the way down, framing the left foot, bending the left knee back to your lunge. Lovely, one more deep inhalation here. As you exhale, an option to release the right knee down. We're going to open into your side plank. So if you're releasing your right knee, you're going into your half side plank. Otherwise, we're going to step that left foot to stack on top of your right, opening your left fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale to release the left palm, guiding that left foot back in between your hands. Lovely. One more inhalation here. As you exhale, we're going to tuck the right knee in front of us, underneath the left knee, for your seated twist. So both sitting bones release down to your mat. Your left knee is high. Your left hand releasing behind you. Right arm reaches high to the ceiling. And as you exhale, twisting and guiding that right elbow to the outsides of your left knee. As you inhale, you're finding length on top of your sitting bones. And as you exhale, rotating and twisting. Using your eyes and your head to look behind you. And using this as your resting point. Taking 2 more deep breaths. Feeling the expansion of your ribs as you inhale. With your next exhalation, releasing your bind, coming back to the top of your mat. We're going to shift the weight to your right hip. We're going to open the left leg out. I'm going to swap so that you can see me. So you're opening so that your hips and shoulders are square to the long side of the mat. Guiding your left hand down to your foot or on the floor, your right fingertips reaching high. With your next exhalation, finding your toes by bending, contracting the left ribcage, stretching the right. Imagining you're opening your chest to the ceiling. So bringing the right shoulder on top of your left. Taking 2 more deep breaths. Exhale to release, maybe going further, reaching your toes. One more inhalation. As you exhale, we're going to close the right shoulder in. Use that right arm to walk to the other side towards your bent knee, to face into your right pigeon. So rotating your hips to square to the top of the mat and tucking the toes if they're tucked, finding length in your spine as you inhale. Slowly walking your hands to the top of the mat, releasing the chest, releasing the forehead. Taking 5 deep breaths here. As you exhale, releasing the left hip down heavy towards your ankle. As you inhale, finding length in your spine. Allowing gravity to do its job for you. Surrendering into your mat. Taking 2 more deep breaths. With your next inhalation, slowly walking your hands towards your knee, rolling up through your spine, and tucking your left toes underneath you. 3 options from here. You can go straight into your downward facing dog without a vinyasa. An option to go into your plank or your 3-legged dog. And as you exhale, do your 3-legged vinyasa. So exhaling to bend the elbows, inhaling to your choice. Downward facing dog. Exhale. And taking 3 deep breaths, either here or in your child's pose. If you are releasing to your child's pose, toes together, knees wide apart, resting the forehead down, pelvis heavy on top of your heels. One more, inhaling through your nose. Big sigh out through your mouth to release. With your next exhale, bending the knees, looking at the gaps of your hands, stepping in or jumping in. Halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward fold and bending the knees. As you inhale, coming up to your chair pose. We're going to do everything on the left side. Good luck with memory. One more inhalation to find length. And as you exhale, releasing all the way down, forward fold. Halfway, inhale. Stepping or jumping to your chaturanga exhale. Inhaling to your choice. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Left leg high to the ceiling as you inhale. Bringing the knee to your chest and stepping that foot in between your hands. Coming up to your high lunge, inhale. Squaring the hips, shoulders away from your ears. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. And with your next exhalation, going deeper with that left knee, pushing from your front foot to bring your weight back, all the way up, knee towards your chest, tailbone underneath you. One more inhalation to find length. And as you exhale, releasing to your warrior 3. So keeping the spine lengthened, your left hip down, finding that oppositional pull, top of the head reaching forwards, your left heel to the back. And with your next exhale, releasing all the way down, passing your standing splits. Then bending both knees, tailbone underneath you, slowly rolling up to standing. Fingertips high, pelvis underneath you. Keep reaching high with your fingertips to bring your right heel off, then stepping out, back to your high lunge. With your next exhale, releasing the right palm down, keeping your left fingertips high for your twisted lunge. Opening the collarbones to the left side by bringing your right ribcage underneath the left, your left fingertips reaching tall. One more deep breath in. An option as you exhale to release the right knee down, opening to your side plank, half side plank, reaching high. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. With your next exhalation, releasing the left arm down, guiding the left foot in between your hands. Then tucking the right knee underneath. Finding your seated sitting bones releasing down. Releasing your left arm behind you. Right fingertips reaching high as you inhale. And as you exhale, right elbow to the outsides of your left knee. Twisting, opening the collarbones. Taking 2 more deep breaths. Finding length in your spine as you inhale. Exhaling to twist. With your next exhalation, releasing your bind. Shifting your weight to your right hip, extending to open. I think we've done the same side, so we're going to swap. Left knee bent to your right leg extended. Right hand on top of your left fingertips reaching tall. And as you exhale, finding your right toes. Stretching the left rib cage, contracting the right. Taking 2 more deep breaths. Going deeper with your exhalation. Still keeping both sitting bones down. With your next inhale, coming to the front, closing the left shoulder. Keep walking your hands to meet the left knee. Squaring the hips. Closing down the right hip and tucking the toes. Finding length in your spine as you inhale. Slowly walking your hands away from yourself. Releasing the chest, releasing the forehead. Inhaling 1. Exhaling, hips heavy down. Inhaling 2. Finding length in your spine. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Releasing to your mat. Exhale. Inhaling 4. Exhaling, body heavy down. Last one, inhale. Exhaling completely. And slowly walking your hands to your knees, rolling up through your spine. Tucking the right toes underneath you. Know your option, your down dog, your 3-legged or your plank as you inhale. Releasing down, exhale. Inhaling to your choice. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Taking 3 deep breaths. Expanding the ribs as you inhale. Finding length in your spine. Exhale. With your next exhalation, slowly walking the feet to your hands, bending your knees as much as you need. And then walking your feet mat width apart. And as you exhale, releasing the tailbone down, finding your deep squat. Your palms are together, elbows are in, knees wide. Using the press of your palms to lengthen the spine and open the collarbones. Top of the head reaching tall. Tailbone heavy down. And then slowly closing the eyes. Listening into your heartbeat. Against your hands. And feel the expansion of your belly as you inhale. Belly button to your spine, exhale. Taking 2 more deep breaths. With your next exhalation, slowly blinking the eyes to open, releasing the palms down, then guiding your sitting bones all the way down to your mat, releasing your legs in front of you. Peeling off the fleshy bits, sitting bones on top of your mat. And as you inhale, reaching high towards the ceiling. We're going to release into your halfway as you exhale. So kind of your 45-degree angle here. Fingertips reaching to the front, making sure your sitting bones are lifted high. Your hips are tilted to the front, lengthening the lower back. One more inhalation. And as you exhale, releasing all the way down. Releasing the chest towards the knees. Finding your feet, your ankles, your shins. If you've got a strap or a sock, you can wrap around the balls of your feet. Allowing the chest to soften and releasing tension in your quads. One more deep breath in. Exhaling. Slowly walking the hands along your legs, tucking the chin in, rolling up through your spine. Then bending the knees towards the ceiling, fingertips to the front. Keep rolling down with your spine. So releasing your vertebrae one at a time with control, using the core. Just slowly guide you flat on your mat, releasing the head down. Once you're there, walking your feet as close to your bum as you can. See if you can touch your heels with your fingertips. You've still got a slight gap between your thighs. So feet are hip width apart, toes pointed to the front. As you inhale, releasing the pelvis off the floor, engaging your glutes together. Using your feet to drop down into the ground to bring your pelvis high towards the ceiling for your bridge pose. Then interlacing the fingers behind you and walking your shoulders in. Keeping that length of the back of your neck on the floor. Taking 2 more deep breaths. Inner thighs engaged. With your next inhale, lengthening your right leg high towards the ceiling, an option to stay where you are. 1 more deep breath in, engaging the glutes. As you exhale, bending the right knee, releasing the right foot all the way down. Inhaling your left leg high, shifting the weight to the right foot. Glutes engaged, right hip flexor lengthened. 1 more inhale. Exhaling to bend the left knee, releasing the left foot down. And coming up to your toes, releasing your heels off the floor. Maybe walking your feet closer to your shoulders, guiding your pelvis higher. And taking 2 deep breaths. With your next exhalation, releasing the hands, slowly releasing the spine, bone at a time. Then hugging the knees towards your chest, rocking side to side, massaging the lower back. Going to release into your shoulder stand. Options to keep your spine, lengthen your tailbone down and lengthen the legs up. So allowing that energy to go all the way down to your pelvis. If you've got a brick or a cushion, you can also release it underneath your hips for a bit of height. Otherwise, shifting your weight to your shoulders, guiding your hands on your lower back, walking your elbows in, then extending one leg, then the other. So as if you're standing on the ceiling, your ankles are on top of your pelvis on top of your shoulders. With your next exhalation, guiding your right knee down towards your forehead, keeping your left leg extended. Then extending your right foot to the top of your head, extending the right leg. Using your right leg to bring yourself all the way up as you inhale. Then bending the left knee towards your forehead, exhale. Extending the left foot over your head. Inhale to bring your legs up. Then with your next exhalation, soles of your feet touching, knees are wide in your butterfly. So aiming to have your heels on top of your sitting bones and you're opening your knees wide. Then bringing the knees in, guiding your knees to your forehead, releasing the toes over your head, releasing your hands all the way down to the floor and slowly rolling your spine. As soon as your pelvis hits the floor, your hands, the top of your hands facing up towards the ceiling. With control, releasing your legs all the way down. We're going to shift our weight to your forearm, releasing the chest and ribs up towards the ceiling for your fish pose, then guiding the top of the head down. So your weight's on your forearm, your elbows, your heels are down, legs extended, and you're opening your throat and collarbones to the ceiling. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. With your next inhalation, tucking the chin into your chest and releasing the spine down, hugging your knees to your chest and rocking side to side. We're going to bring the left thigh on top of your right, finding your eagle legs, maybe hooking around that ankle. Opening your arms wide to T or in cactus, so 90 degrees. As you exhale, releasing the knees to the right side. And then head to the left for your twist. You can slowly close your eyes down, but keep your breath deep and long to massage your internal organs. Feeling the expansion of your ribs as you inhale. Allowing the knees to be heavy as you exhale. With your next inhalation, shifting your knees back to center. Swapping around so that your right thigh is on top of your left, maybe hooking your foot. Releasing the knees heavy to the left side, your head opposite your knee. As you exhale, spreading shoulder blades on the floor, keeping both shoulders grounded down. Feeling the stretch from your right shoulder all the way down to your ribs, to your right hip, and to your right knee. Taking 2 more deep breaths. And with your next inhalation, shifting your knees back to center, releasing the legs. We're going to grab our feet for your happy baby to finish off. So either the outsides, insides, or grabbing your big toe with your first 2 fingers. And as you exhale, bending the knees on either side. Keeping the spine lengthened and your tailbone heavy down into the ground. So you're still finding this length on your mat. Making sure your pelvis is not in the air. And for a moment, just find stillness here. Noticing any changes with your breath. Slowing down and cooling down the body. And then maybe gently rocking side to side, massaging the lower back. And slowly preparing for Shavasana, for your final relaxation. If you want to add layers in, dim the lights, put some essential oils or music on, you're more than welcome to do so. So options for Shavasana today. Legs mat width apart extended. You can have your knees high and allow them to drop in if you've got issues with your lower back. And you can have the soles of your feet together and knees wide in butterfly if you need more of an opening. With all choices, allow the palms to flip up towards the ceiling. And slowly close the eyes down if you haven't already done so. We're going to finish off with 3 rounds of lion's breath. So as you inhale, you're going to intense the face all the way to your nose, so scrunching everything to the center of your face. And as you exhale, tongue out, eyes wide open. Inhaling to scrunch. Exhale to release. One last inhale. Exhaling. And slowly allow the tongue
to rest back down to the floor of the mouth and allow the eyelids to sit on top of the eyeball. Slowly releasing any forced breath, any forced thoughts and intentions, and really tuning into your body. For the next couple of minutes, really try to find stillness, Shavasana or the corpse pose is considered to be the hardest asana to master. Finding complete stillness with your body, but your mind still conscious and aware. If and when your mind wanders, that's okay. Notice and acknowledge the thoughts that enter, that comes in and out. Notice any emotions and feelings that might arise. And acknowledge how you're feeling today. You can acknowledge and accept them, but don't dwell on it. Slowly bringing your attention to your breath, how your belly rises up and down as you breathe, how your ribs expand in and out. And just notice if you're still holding any lasting tension, not just physically, but as well as mentally. Allow your face to relax. You don't need to worry. Allow yourself to surrender into your mat, your body heavy. And focus in this present moment. It's okay to have a couple of minutes doing just exactly where you are now. Use this time to relax the heart, soften the chest. Take a deep inhalation and exhale completely. Slowly come back to your body by wiggling your toes and fingers, rotating the wrists and ankles, and gently shifting the head side to side, releasing the neck. And as you inhale, reaching your arms over your head, Finding the full length of your body. And as you exhale, hugging the knees to your chest. And with your next breath, guiding your right arm by your ear and releasing to the right side for your fetus position. Using your right arm as a pillow. And taking a couple of moments here to find something you're grateful for. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly bring yourself to a comfortable position. Allowing your palms to face down on top of your knees if you need more grounding. Or flipping the palms up towards the ceiling if you need more motivation and uplifting. And an option to guide your thumbs and index finger to touch. Finding that length again with your spine. And taking a couple of moments to notice any changes, any tiny shifts. Noticing any changes mentally and physically, as well as emotionally and spiritually. Carefully bringing your palms together in front of your chest. And guiding your thumbs up towards your third eye. Reminding yourself to take care of your mental well-being. Guiding your hands back to your chest and know that it's okay to have feelings and emotions. In a slight bow with your head, saying thanks to your whole self. Saying thanks to your practice and for joining in today. And slowly finding your inner smile. And then a smile on your lips. And guiding your forehead all the way down. Namaste. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much.
It was lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a chat here. Who's that? Joan. Hi. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right. Thanks for joining in.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.